All right, guys, we are back again this morning. How are you guys doing today? We have two updates for you. Two updates, double video on this particular story, but both of them are affiliated, are connected rather. Okay, now we're going to be talking about, you guys know there was a breaking news that happened yesterday. Senator Natasha Akpabio went all the way to UN, United Nations, to complain, to carry the case, the matter of Akpabio-led Senate. Go tell them, say, my heart is heavy, how I was treated. Now, the UN have responded to that particular statement from Senator Natasha Akpabio. We'll be giving you that one right now. Then, the second update right now is that Neda Imasue, the satanic Neda Imasue from my own state, Edo State, Ojibole Neda Imasue, have been further exposed. So I'm going to be taking that one here. There's nothing like allegedly, because we are working with a third party, which I know is a mainstream platform, legitimate, authentic. So the sanctity of the information is coming from the third party. You and I know that as we see them, that's what they talk. I want you guys to start with the response from the UN first to Natasha. Then I will tally Natasha's plight, explanation, expression, displeasure again to this particular video. Then we now move on to Neda Imasue. Let's listen to this.
That said, colleagues, there was a matter before I close the meeting. There was a matter that arose during the first session, which we had this morning. The matter that was raised by our colleague from Nigeria, Senator Natasha. And because all of us heard what she said, and it only serves us better if I put a word in what she has said. So I would like to say we have heard her concerns, and having heard her, it would have been an opportunity for all of us to understand more about what she has said. But because we listened only on her side, as an institution, as IPU, we will be taking the concerns that have been raised, not only taking her side, but also giving a chance to listen to the other side, as it is a custom for IPU. And after having listened to the other side, we will take steps as necessary. So I thought it was necessary for us to say a word about it and then be able to take it further. Excuse me? I'm still getting there. Thank you. So I thought I should let you members, before we think because she said something different from what the contributions were. So we have taken care of, we have taken the concerns that she raised, and we will be working on them, of course, having listened to the other side, and we will be able to take steps after that. I also recognize the fact that our Nigerian delegate who is here had requested the floor, Honorable Kafilat, but because of time, she wasn't given a chance to speak. But, like I said, we have heard the concerns that have been raised by Senator Natasha, but at the same time, we have taken cognizance of the fact that you would have wished to address us, but time wasn't enough to give you a chance to do that. And that said, IPU will be taking this matter as we usually do when such concerns are raised in meetings like this. So I thought members shouldn't go back home and feel like, yeah, Senator Natasha raised an...
Good afternoon, President of the IPU. Good afternoon, colleagues. I come with a heavy heart from Nigeria, but first I'd like to apologize to Honorable Kafila Ogbara. I am not here to bring shame to our country. I'm here to seek help for the women of Nigeria. Again, my name is Senator Natasha Akpabio. 5 days ago, on the 6th of March 2025, I was suspended. As a senator, I was suspended illegally because I submitted a petition of sexual harassment against the President of the Nigerian Senate, Senator Godswill Akpabio. I thought that by submitting the petition, he would recuse himself, and both of us will submit ourselves to the Committee on Ethics privileges and public petition for a fair and transparent investigation. But unfortunately, I was silenced and I was suspended. I was suspended for 6 months, amongst many other stringent conditions, such as taking away my security, taking away all the officials, vehicles, and other items that were handed over to me as a senator. My salaries will be cut off. I must not appear anywhere near the National Assembly. And for 6 months, I'm not to introduce myself or present myself as a senator locally in Nigeria or internationally. That means I'm here illegally. But I had no other place to go but to come here and speak to you women. Because this is a bigger picture. This is a bigger picture. It depicts the crisis of women political representation. My suspension is not just about me. It's about the systemic exclusion of women from political leadership in Nigeria. Women make up 3.6% of political offices, and in the Senate, it's just 2.8. We have 109 men, and only 4 of us are women. So right now, it's 108 with only 3 women. This is a clear case of political victimization, punishment for speaking out against impunity, corruption, and gender-based violence. The United Nations Declaration 48/104 declares sexual harassment as a form of gender violence. The Senate's actions are an assault on democracy. I was elected by my constituents to represent them. Yet a few powerful men have unilaterally decided to silence their voices by suspending me for 6 months. My call for an open and transparent investigation into harassment allegations have been met with hostility instead of accountability. If a female senator can be treated this way in the full view of the world, imagine what ordinary Nigerian women will go through every day in workplaces, in universities, and other aspects of our society. A culture of harassment and silencing must end. And this is not just a Nigerian issue. It's a global one. Women in politics, media, and businesses face threats, intimidation, and violence for simply demanding fairness. From sex for grades scandals in universities to harassment in workplaces and political spaces, Nigerian women have constantly been forced into silence. We need stronger legal protections and a zero culture tolerance for gender-based discrimination and intimidation. My call to the international community is such that the world must not stay silent as democracy and women's rights are rolled back in Nigeria. I call on human rights organizations, women movements, and democratic institutions to hold the Nigerian Senate accountable. Nigeria needs global partners to push for women's political inclusion, safety, and protection from political harassment. You may ask, what are my next steps? I will resist the political intimidation. In the past few days, a number of my colleagues, my male colleagues, have reached out to me and said, Natasha, all you need to do is apologize and retract your statements. And I told them I am not going to apologize. I will not apologize for my truth. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I told them that I will stand the 6-month suspension, and the very first day I return, I will represent my petition on sexual harassment. And I will continue doing so until there is a fair and transparent investigation. I will fight, thank you. I will fight this injustice and continue to represent my constituents, whether the Senate wants to hear me or not. I will work with women's groups, civil society, and legal teams to ensure that this unconstitutional suspension is squashed. This is bigger than me. This is about ensuring that no other woman in politics or public office will ever be silenced again. Thank you so much.
Even Mr. Jollof get wetin he want tough concerning this whole thing. How Senator Natasha is making us all proud. Also listen to wetin Mr. Jollof want talk for this matter.
Women, oh yeah. Women, oh yeah. We all are Natasha. Not be only Senator Natasha and I be the only person where they suffer wetin they call harassment. Not be only Senator Natasha and I be the only woman for this world when they silence our voice. You know, a lot of women don't suffer for this thing. We say if they want you to talk, they say, shut up. You know, they say you be woman. Shut up. When man they talk, woman not supposed to talk. You know, all those things we need to eradicate them because those are barbaric acts. When woman they talk something, me not say because you be man na go silence her. Imagine one senator will come aside, call the talk, say, Senator Natasha beauty. Now be a problem. Now, wow, God. Which person papa be that one? You know, when you don't old past a certain age, it gets some kind of matter when you not supposed to put your mouth. If you know, say you not get anything to talk, quiet. But that being said, Senator Natasha, your voice is being heard all around the globe. You know, we celebrate you. And women for Asaba, that they come out today, March 12th, 8 a.m. for ShopRite, for Pana Road there. Now, they will go to assemble, then they will call march. If you get purple, wear them. If you not get, they go bring brother t-shirt. You go come, you go wear them. All of us go march together. Not be only women, no. Men, they come outside too, they call support Natasha. You know, even if I not get purple, thank God say my bedsheet na purple. So I go carry my bedsheet, follow body come. Because no woman, no politics. No woman, no existence. So we go let the world know, say, we all are Natasha. So we dey come out in mass and we go do God's work.
All right, for those of you who don't listen to them now, okay, now don't listen to how they responded. They want to hear the other side of the story, you know. They always talk and say it's good to hear from the other side. But my concern now is how will Akpabio now respond to this? What will Akpabio say to the UN, to the international body? How I want to talk him. I be one touch him, I don't come touch him. I be one draw the draws, come down, I can't draw the draws, come down. Or I know they pass my body, touch him. He can say, and I saw the tea can be. Or because this is the international body for a woman to go this extensively to express her pains. Not tell me say she don't get evidence. Not let me hear that thing. Don't let me hear her. Say she don't get evidence. Woman should go this length to express her pain. You can't say she don't get evidence. It's not possible. It can never be possible. So we are waiting how Akpabio, the Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the number 3 man, will respond to this. As for Neda Imasue, for some of them who don't know who be Neda Imasue from Edo State, he was the one that presided to make sure that Natasha Akpoti was suspended. Let me take it with you. Let's read these articles together, as you can see on your screen already. Let's take it together, my people. All right, let's take this together. As you all can see there, coming from People's Gazette, exclusive. How Neda Imasue fled US after FBI linked him to $25 million bank fraud, returned to Nigeria to lead Senate Ethics Committee. Neda Bernard Imasue, the senator representing Edo South since 2023, was the mastermind of a sprawling bank heist in the United States before fleeing to Nigeria to pursue a successful career in politics, according to U.S. court filings reviewed by People's Gazette. As the head of the Nigeria Senate Ethics Committee, Mr. Imasue activated the disciplinary measure that led to the controversial suspension of Natasha Akpoti Oduaghan, a senator from the Kogi, for 6 months. The suspension has been widely rebuked as unconstitutionally by the leading legal voices, including Chidi Idakalu, Abdul Ahmud, and Femi Falana, and many other concerns Nigerians, including myself. Let's continue. Mr. Imasue, however, dismissed the criticism as unfounded, saying he acted dispassionately to protect the integrity of the Senate from Mrs. Akpabio Oduagan's salacious charges of sexual exploitation against Senate President Godswill Akpabio. Mr. Akpabio also denied Mrs. Akpabio Oduagan's claims of a proposed tryst between Doha. Now, since the last time we reported to you guys that Neda Imasue is Ojibole, now there are fresh documents we don't come out now, according to what you're seeing on the screen right now. Fresh documents seen by the Gazette show that Mr. Imasue was named in the criminal court case as the facilitator of a vast fraud that built more than $25 million from a host of financial institutions across the U.S. The Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, said Mr. Imasue was the lawyer who arranged the transactions underlying the substantive bank fraud charged in the indictment, according to a review of a case involving Mr. Imasue co-conspirator Ismail Badula. Okay, now this one I go shock now. How they put the fraudulent activities together, IT, Ojibole, thief, all this money and everything, then it can't come Nigeria. As you can see right there on the screen, the amount of fraudulent mortgage loans by Mr. Imasue and his co-conspirators exceeded 25 million, according to the federal grand jury indictment that came down on December 14, 2012. Prosecutors said Mr. Imasue and Badula's scheme targeted no fewer than 33 banks, including ABN, AMRO, Citibank, HSBC, Wells Fargo, and Lehman Brothers. The fraud involved using straws buyers with good credit scores to secure loans after being financially induced, an act that violated federal law and intended to defraud the financial institutions that issued the loans. My people, I did tell you now, the people that is leading us in our country, 99% of our leaders are all criminals. Many of them are ex-convicts. Many of them are drug barons. They are the one leading us today. And it's not going to end there. Many will still rule us prospectively, because many Nigerians are gullible. They will always support the wrong persons. Let's continue reading. Despite repeatedly promising to send a detailed clarification since Sunday evening, Mr. Imasue failed to submit his response to the Gazette inquiry before this story was cleared to go live on Tuesday morning. Now remember, I said the last report that we reported coming from People's Gazette. So People's Gazette, in terms of ethics of proper journalism, you need to find out what happened. They reached out to Imasue and all that, blah, 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 to confirm this information and all that, blah, blah, blah. But according to the report right now, he refused. So People's Gazette now went extensively to even bring out more fresh documents from the United States. So the senator appeared to have escaped to Nigeria after the fraud was carried out. His public profile said he returned to Nigeria in 2010. About the same period, he was unreachable for his grievance proceeding before he was disbarred, and as a federal agent opened an investigation into the bank fraud of $25 million. So after they opened all that file, Mr. Imasue, or the Senate Imasue, of whatever he is, now ran to Nigeria, because in Nigeria, now all the fraudulent, satanic individualisms, now they run to. Then the gullible Nigerians, some gullible Nigerians, we welcome them back home, vote them into power, and make sure they protect their satanic identity. You see, that is the best we can give to you as of today. The update is coming organically from the People's Gazette. The People's Gazette, remember, they were the one that exposed Bola Ahmed Tinubu's drug cases at that time during the time of 2023 presidential election. They have exposed the Baja Biamila, the chief of staff, Baja Biamila, fraudulent activities in America as well. People's Gazette, nasty one. We are only working with the third party. Nigeria Watch Media only working with the third party. As we see them, when they carry on the come. My people, what is your take on this? How come every ojibole, criminality, criminals, drug barons, drug addicts, satanic individualisms, if they don't commit crime for where they will run to Nigeria? Some of you gullible Nigerians will accommodate them. How come it's always like that? What do I know? My duty is to bring it to you. Your duty is to react. Thank you very much, guys. This is NAIJA Watch Media. Join us every day, 7 p.m. Nigerian time on our live broadcast. Take care and bye for now.